What's up, guys? It's Michael again. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already done so, please like and subscribe. Today I'm just running around. It's raining outside, nasty, windy, so I'm not doing too much. Throwing out a couple estimates at some homes, and figured I'd make a video for you guys. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of advertising for small business. It doesn't have to be a pressure washing business or junk removal like I do. I do a little bit of everything: gutter cleaning, pressure washing, roof cleaning, dumpster rentals, junk removal. So let's talk about some advertising. If you're just getting started, or if you've been in the business for a while, just some other avenues that you guys can check out. So if you don't have too much money, you know, there's a lot of things you can start doing right off the jump. And one is going to be door knocking. I'm not really big into the door knocking, but I know there are several businesses out there that have grown into multi-million-dollar companies. For an example, a lot of home security systems, home security, you know, selling cameras or security systems for homes. A lot of those companies, they do it by door-to-door sales, you know, just going around knocking on doors. Getting some flyers together. You can print some flyers at your home if you have a computer, just starting off. Get some paper, make some flyers yourself, you know, get a nice little logo made on Fiverr. Fiverr is a website you can have logos, videos, you know, music, you can make anything on Fiverr. So you get a logo made, get some printable marketing materials, business cards, you know, get your logo on there, get your name, get your services on there, get an email going, maybe even get a free website rolling so you got all that information on your business card. But yeah, you can get some flyers, start handing those out door to door. If you have some time on your hands, if you're good at talking with people, even if you're not good at talking to people, that's a good thing. That's a good learning experience, at least, to, you know, start getting your name out there. So start doing those. Another cheap thing would be yard signs. I use yard signs all the time. I'm driving right now, but I will try to show you a yard sign that I got. This is for my gutter cleaning business. You see how simple this is? It says gutter cleaning, my phone number, and my website. That's simple. You don't need all your services that you offer. You don't need your email. You don't need a bunch of stuff. You're trying to catch somebody's attention really quick. Remember, you're driving in a car, so you're going to want to see a service and a phone number, so that if they write that down or they take a picture of it, you know, it's just something simple. There's a lot of people out there with yard signs. They have way too much information. Same with logos on your truck. You know, when they wrap their vehicles, they have way too much stuff. You're only seeing something for a couple of seconds, so you want it to stick in their head. You just want something simple, your logo. Maybe a small logo. You don't need a huge logo on there. Small logo, your service, and a big phone number. And you want to make sure it's in a really good font so everybody can see it. So yard signs. I go on Vistaprint, and I'll get 100 I buy 100 at a time, and I just buy the small ones. They're like 12, I think 12 by 14 or whatever. So I'll spend about $80 some for 100 of them, because I use a discount code that I always get. So there's discount codes you can get from Vistaprint. It saves you, you know, 10-15% off, which is good. And then I go ahead and buy the yard stakes from Amazon. You can buy 100 of those. You know, you can buy 100 of those for you know, $80 or so too. So don't go out there spending crazy amounts of money on yard signs. Some people will sell them. You know, I've seen people sell like 300 of them, you know, or $300 for like 80 of them, which is insane. So I try to get the cheap ones. They work for me. I get phone calls from them all the time. You know, if you want to start, if you have money to spend, don't listen to people where they say, oh, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, you know, Yelp doesn't work, Google Ads doesn't work, because different areas are going to be different for you. Some people might be getting rich off of Google Ads somewhere, where other areas Google Ads don't work for you. Vice versa. Like, I use Home Advisor. A lot of people talk crap about Home Advisor, and that might be because they're in a bad service area, and Home Advisor can be kind of scammy sometimes. you have to really pay attention to your phone. So Home Advisor, it's a lead generating company. You get hooked up with them, so you have to have your phone on you at all times when you have your leads turned on, because every time a lead comes in, they're charging your account. So you got to call these customers as fast as you possibly can, and you're pretty much chasing leads. But if you're good on your phone, if you're calling people, if they don't answer, you email them right away, you text them right away, leave them a voicemail, and you just keep hustling and keep chasing them, and eventually you're gonna make your money's worth. I close a lot of my leads, and I spend $800 on Home Advisor, and I can make anywhere from 10 grand to 15 grand off of that $800 a month. So you got Home Advisor that you could try out. You know, you got to get your profile set up, get your reviews going so people know you're legit. Get some pictures on all your pages. You got free advertising, Facebook advertising, Craigslist. Let's see, you got Yelp. A lot of people bash on Yelp too. I wouldn't bash it until you try it, guys. Try it, check it out, and try it out, because I know people that spend $1,000 on Yelp and they make 10 grand off of that as well. There's also stuff like Valpak, which are mailers you could try out. I'm actually going to start trying that as well. I have one of my buddies, he has a pressure washing company. He spends I think he's spending right now like $1,500 on Valpak, but he says he's been making $20,000 a month off of that, which is awesome. And that's pretty much a mailer that ships to people's houses. So you can do direct mail as well. You could set that up with your post office. You get a bunch of postcards, and you go to your post office, and they'll send those out to you. So there's a bunch of different advertising that you guys can choose from. Like I said, I would start with the small stuff, door knocking, where you're not spending a lot of money. Start with the yard signs, get your business cards. Every time you go to a gas station, you could put a business card on the pump. You know, simple stuff like that. Sometimes people will see that, and you can close jobs just as simple as that. Even on my business cards, check this out. My business card, I have all my services that I offer, my logo, I have my website, I have my name, and then on the back of my business card, it says, refer a friend. Refer a friend, and they'll receive 10% off their first service, and you will get 10% off on your next service. And it has a date, your name, and then a referred by. So referrals, you can get referrals from people. Even if you say you close a job, hey, is your neighbor interested in getting their house pressure washed as well? Is your neighbor interested in getting their lawn mowed? Like whatever service that you use, you could ask them that, and they can, you know, some people are more than happy to call up their neighbor, text them and say, hey, do you want this done to your property? I got a guy coming tomorrow or whatever. And then, hey, you can knock out two houses at once. So word of mouth and referrals are great to get the ball rolling. Also, get a CRM, which is awesome. It's like a customer database. You keep all your customers in a system. You have their names, their address, their email, the service that you did, and the price that you did. So if they call you next year, you know exactly which house it is. You know exactly what you did for them and how long you did it ago, so you can charge accordingly. And then, you know, on holidays, you could pay a couple bucks. And most CRMs, I use Markate, which is a great CRM. It's cheap. It's probably $30 a month. And what you can do on the holidays, let's say Christmas time, all you have to do is set up a little campaign, and you can send all of them Christmas cards. You can send them cards for each holiday if you really want to. Or you could send out, you know, say if you have $1,000 job, you can send out all cards to your, you know, thank you message for the big clients that you have. Say you land a $5,000 job, you send them a nice thank you, and you know that'll make them remember who you are. So just use all these types of information that I'm giving you. If you put them all together, you're gonna have a very strong business. Like I said, people are gonna bash some things. You really need to try it out for yourself, because some areas are different than others. Sometimes people, door knocking might not be your thing. Yard signs might not be your thing. Home Advisor might not be your thing. Google Ads might not be your thing. But you got to find out what your thing is and what works the best for you. And that's where you need to focus all your money, and try to get a couple of different things rolling. But right now, I'm personally using Home Advisor. I use my business cards, my referrals, word of mouth. Like I said, the yard signs are awesome. And right now I'm about to start doing direct mail. And I've been doing great with my business. I've been doing right now about like five grand a week in sales, just using these methods. I'm not spending a bunch of money a month. Personally, I don't think it's a lot of money what I'm spending. Some of you guys might think it's a lot of money, but it's a great return. And you guys just have to experiment with what you're doing, and keep track of everything that's coming in, and just spend a lot of time with it. Like I said, get your reviews going. Every job you do, I text my customers a thing that says, "Hey, thank you so much for letting us service your house today. We would greatly appreciate a review, and it would help our small business grow if you did so." Small little message like that. I text every customer that, which grows my reviews, which helps you on Google. It'll help your SEO. I also have a SEO company that helps me out. I actually just canceled them because I was spending about $400 a month with SEO. I did that for about 2 years. And I think right now my SEO is pretty good. I know if you cancel things, like it can drop your SEO, but every day I'm posting on Google My Business. I post pictures on there every day. I write descriptions of the jobs that I do on Google. I post all the time, so that's gonna help me with my SEO. A lot of companies aren't out there doing that, so just stay ahead. Do everything you possibly can do free. Go on Facebook, add yard sale groups. You can start posting in those. There's another. Let me see. I'm trying to back up into my driveway right now. But you could also, there's also a thing called Nextdoor app. You can start going on there, and you can promote on Nextdoor app to all the neighborhoods that are close to your neighborhood or your service area. You can also post on there for free, get people's attention. Some people will block you on there, so don't be the guy on Nextdoor posting your business every single day, because people will report you for spamming. So maybe once a month, hey, my name's so and so, I offer this service. If anybody's interested, hit me up. Put some good pictures on there, and hopefully this will start getting your phone to ring. If y'all have any tips for me, please let me know too. I'm growing myself. And if you guys have any questions, please comment below, and I will happily try to get back to you as soon as possible. And like I said, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it again, guys. Have a good day.